Are you living in Texas and have recently bought a home? Then firstly, congratulations, it's a great achievement. But secondly, you are more than likely overpaying on your property taxes. In today's video, we're going to go over something called the Residential Homestead Exemption. Now, this quick and easy property tax exemption is really simple to fill out and it will save you a little bit of money on your property taxes. So we're going to be getting into this right now. Howdy everyone and welcome back to the channel. For everyone new here, my name is Ronnie and if you want to know what it's like to live, eat, sleep, work and play in Tyler, Texas and the surrounding areas, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you're the first to be notified on any Tyler, Texas market updates. I'm getting calls every single day of people just like you who are looking to either move to Tyler, relocate to Tyler or sell their Tyler home. So if that does sound like you, go ahead, give me a call, shoot me a text or send me an email. We can get on a phone call, get together and figure out how to cut out all that stress into getting you into your dream Tyler home. So firstly, congratulations on the purchase of your brand new home. There are a lot of things that may be overwhelming when you buy a home here in Texas, but this is something that is normally overlooked and actually makes you pay more money than you have to on your property taxes. And I don't know about you, but I want to pay it the least amount of money on my taxes as possible. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Residential Homestead Property Tax Exemption. What this exemption does is it takes the appraised value of your home. That's step one, the appraised value of your home that is appraised by a county tax assessor every year, normally the first of the year or in January. So your house is assessed by a professional. Say for example, it's assessed at $300,000. If you do not have any tax exemptions, you will pay property taxes on a percentage of that $300,000. Now, what a property tax exemption does is it cuts down the amount of your property's value that can be taxed. So, for example, the tax exemption we're talking about today is the Residential Homestead Exemption. We'll take that $300,000 that your house was appraised at and say, for example, you qualify for a $40,000 homestead exemption. It will take that $30,000, you take the $40,000 off, and now you are only getting taxed on $260,000. So it may not be a lot of money, but you are saving money on your property taxes, and that's a good thing. Okay, so now that we know what the homestead exemption is, who qualifies? Who qualifies for a homestead exemption? So the two prerequisites of applying for and being accepted for a homestead exemption are that one, it needs to be your primary residence. So that means for you investors out there, you cannot apply for a homestead exemption on every house you own. So you have to be living in it. It has to be your number one primary residence. And number two, you have to be the sole owner of that property. Now, married couple here in Texas kind of count as the same person. So they fall under the category of one owner. So they're the two major stipulations, your primary sole residence and one owner. So your primary residence and you are the sole owner. Now you can go ahead and apply for this homestead exemption. Now, some appraisal districts out there, once you've bought the home, they send you a packet with the application in it, which is great. My county appraisal district did here in Smith County, here in Tyler, but not all appraisal districts are going to. So my recommendation is to do what I'm about to say. So what you want to do, you need to Google your county's appraisal district. So for example, I am in the Smith County Appraisal District. Whether if you're in Henderson County, you will type into Google the Henderson County Appraisal District. Once you're on the appraisal district's website, you're going to look at the section where they have their forms. And what you want to be looking for is a residential homestead exemption. Once you've found that, wherever it is on the website, you want to download it and you want to print it off. And then all you're going to do is fill out all the information you can, follow the instructions to a T, and then what you're going to do is you're going to send it back to the appraisal district. You can either send it by mail or you can deliver it in person. Now, they're going to ask for a couple of things when you're filling out the application. You're going to need a driver's license of whoever's applying. If you're a husband and wife, you're going to need a copy of both your driver's licenses. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple form. You should have all the information you need from your closing documents, from your house, and you just fill everything out and you send it back and you wait for them to apply the homestead exemption. It's crazy to me the amount of people I see who have just bought a house in the last year or so And when I asked them about it, they just haven't applied for this. Mainly everyone can apply for it, and it's saving you money. You're overpaying if you do not apply for this. Obviously, if you fit the criteria for this exemption. There are also quite a few other property tax exemptions that I'm not going to get onto this video, but for example, we have an over 65 exemption. We have a veterans exemption. We have an agricultural exemption. We've got quite a few, and maybe in the future, I'll make more videos on tax exemptions. No, they're not the most interesting of topics, but I think they're helpful. So the deadline to apply for this exemption is in April of the tax year after you've bought your house. So if you bought your house in November of 2022, the deadline for you to file for the homestead exemption is going to be April of 2023. Now, we say that, but when you have a look at your form, you will see there is a late filing application box. It doesn't cost anything to tick this box. It's just technically a late application. So you have up to 2 years past when your homestead exemption is considered late to apply for the exemption and get accepted. So don't worry, if you've bought your house a year and a half ago and you still haven't applied for the exemption, you still have a little bit of time. Just make sure to do it straight away and get it done. And it leads me on to the last thing, is that once you have applied for your homestead exemption, that's it. You never need to apply again. The only time you need to apply again is if you sell your house one day and then you apply for a new homestead exemption on the new house that you buy. So it's for life. You don't need to worry about doing it every year. It's just a one and done. Get it done with. Bob's your uncle. Over and done with. It's a good one. Overall, it's a really quick, easy form to fill out. It's going to save you a bit of money. Who doesn't like saving money? And if you haven't done it already, I highly urge you to go and get that done. Print that off today, tonight, whenever you're watching this video, get it sent in, and you're saving a bit of money on your property taxes. So it's a good one. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you very, very much for watching. If you've maybe taken a bit of advice from this video, all I ask is that you please like this video and subscribe if you are new. Have you applied for your homestead exemption? Did your real estate agent tell you that you probably should apply for this? Let me know in those comments below. I always like to see what people are thinking, and it would be quite interesting to know how many of you have actually applied for that homestead exemption. Like I said, my name is Ronnie Withers. Let me know if you're coming over to Tyler and your plan is to relocate. I'll help you out. But until next time, cheerio.